Hello and welcome back to MFAC Coaching and this week's YouTube collab loop group hosted by Creatively Lisa Marie on the theme of pumpkins. I mean, what a perfect theme for October. I don't know about you, but it's pretty much the only time I think about actual pumpkins is when I'm going to be able to carve them. I am going to just talk to you while I decorate my daily planner. My daily planner is a sprouted planner. I'm really enjoying it. You get the monthly spread, and then you get every week you get the days of the week in this format, and then you get every day. I use this to track like food and what I'm gonna cook, and then I just use this as my catch-all, make sure I know what I need to do each day. So I'm gonna decorate next week with you with pumpkins. So I've got some let's see, these are Bic brush markers in the colors of orange and green. And these are Sharpie creative markers, so acrylic markers they're now fine tip pen, so that's new. And then just stickers. To be quite honest, I don't know where these stickers come from. Some of them are, like this one I'm pretty sure is Michael's. Lots of these, like some of these are Rite Aid. This one's clearly Planner Perfect, but these came from a friend and she pulled them out of some of her books. So I'm thinking some of these might be Live, Love, Posh. Some of these are Kell of a Plan. And so I'm just going to use them, have a lot of fun with the pumpkin theme. And if that interests you, I hope you'll stick around. I am feeling very inspired by washi. And so I'm going to start with some washi on each of the pages. I think this washi is really cute. We're going to learn here in a second if it is. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure if it was like a big long strip or 3 skinny strips. So I just really like playing with the washi up here at the top of the daily planner. So we're just going to do a little bit with that to start with. And then we'll start to decorate some other places in the planner. Like this space is what I decorate every week. And sometimes I let that encroach up here. Sometimes I don't. We'll just see how I am feeling. All right. So I thought with this pumpkin theme, I would go ahead and just talk about the versatility of the pumpkin. Pumpkin is one of those things that, as I say, I don't think too much about on a regular basis, at least. No real reason for that. I don't know. They just don't. It's not something I think about. Not big enough for the whole page. Okay, let's go back. I do love me some pumpkin spice. So call me basic. Yeah, that's fine. But I know what I like. And I love pumpkin spices. So give me all the cinnamon. Give me the nutmeg. I just love pumpkin spice. I'm going to go ahead and just for fun, because if you know me, I've been obsessed with vertical washi. Oh, I haven't done any vertical washi in this planner until now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But we're gonna do some vertical washi too, because I can and I love it. All right. So now I have a lot of pumpkins. I think this is Kell of a Plan, maybe. Ooh, nope, I think this is Planner Envy. All right, so we've talked about pumpkin spice, at least generally speaking. And of course, who doesn't love pumpkin spice? Not everybody does. I get it. I'm just a big fan of the pumpkin spice because I love cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. Woo, wow, what is wrong with my scissors? They were like so sticky. I could not get them open. Wonder if I've cut something that has glue lately. Oh, that's very sticky. All right. So, note to self, clean the scissors. All right. Yeah, so, I'm, yeah, just doing my best these days. All right. I love pumpkin spice, but we've discussed that. You know that. I think pumpkins are really an interesting, I don't know, food, I guess you'd say. They're a vegetable? I always think of them as a vegetable. Is there a separate category for gourds? I don't know. I assume they're in the same category as like the squashes, right? Butternut squash, etc. Anyway, they're just so cute. I love it. I love vertical washi. I'm obsessed. Okay. I really should have done that on this page. It's okay. I was just trying to like have like something connect all the pages that I do, but we can do that with this. Okay. Anyway, versatility of the orange. The pumpkin. It is orange, which you don't see a lot in nature. Although I was watching, this is so random. Sorry, I am just having a squirrel moment. But anyway, go with me. I was watching Instagram and this colorist, I don't know if that's a thing, but he was this guy who talks only about colors and creating paint colors. And he was like, I want to make orange. It's not found in, like the natural world that often, but I don't know if he meant like the shade of orange he was talking about, because he was definitely talking about like a very bright orange, like that orange that we use for emergency situations. So the emergency cones are in that shade of orange. But I was like, oh yeah, there's not that many things that are orange. And then I was like, I don't know, because obviously, you know, oranges, pumpkins, lots of the squashes are essentially shades of orange, or, I mean, some of them are more yellow. Butterflies, particularly the monarch butterfly, I'm pretty sure you'd call that orange. And so I was like, maybe there are more things. I mean, there are orange flowers, right? Like the sunflower can have shades of orange in it. So anyway, all that to say that I was like questioning what that colorist was really trying to say. When he was trying to claim that like not a lot of things are orange. But I think maybe he just meant that shade. Anyway, back to the pumpkin. The pumpkin is very versatile. You can use it as a decoration, of course, because who hasn't done that? Oh, that ripped much more easily than I was anticipating. All right. Just, oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, so you can use the pumpkin as decoration, and I'm always impressed by how long, like if you just buy like one of those small pumpkins from the grocery store and put it on your table, I'm always impressed with how long that pumpkin lasts, because it lasts like a lot longer than I always think it should. Let's do this washi. This is a Simply Gilded washi. I do appreciate when the washies tell me where they're from because sometimes I do forget over time. But yeah, so if you get one of those small pumpkins and you get it like in early October, that pumpkin is probably still going to be good. It's not going to smell. It's not going to look gross. It's not going to mold or anything on your table through like at least Thanksgiving. And it maybe even will last past that, but I don't usually think to use them as decorations past that because my birthday is after Thanksgiving. Like this year, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And it's not that I don't love me some pumpkins, because I do, but I don't think of pumpkins that often as birthday decorations. So I don't oftentimes do that. But I'm just very impressed by how long the pumpkins last. All right, so you have this very long lasting pumpkin. Then there's the fact that pumpkins, of course, become jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, let me be this way. Can't seem to find the edge of this one. Which is, you know, cool, but not really. Oh my gosh, one of these ways it has to have a thing. There has to be an end somewhere. Ah. Whew. I was like so perfect that like there was no way for me to have known. Okay. Anyways, okay, so now you have a pumpkin, you've cut it open, you've made it a jack-o'-lantern, but before you've made it a jack-o'-lantern, you have gutted this pumpkin, which never sounds very pleasant. Like I gutted that pumpkin. But anyway, I'm always impressed because now you have all these seeds and you can roast the pumpkin seeds, and roasted pumpkin seeds are yummy. Particularly, I mean, I think you do need to have salt. Like, if it's just plain, I don't really love them. I'm sure there's someone who does. But I think an otherwise plain, like, roasting the pumpkin seeds is yummy. And so now you're not even having to waste a lot of the things that come out of the pumpkin. So that's really cool. Then, of course, you can make the pumpkin a jack-o'-lantern. Now, when you make it a jack-o'-lantern, that earlier statement about how long a pumpkin lasts seems to go away, which, I mean, makes sense. It's now open to the oxygen, so I guess really no surprise that the jack-o'-lantern's not going to last as long. But it always makes me sad, particularly if I like the years where like I love the jack-o'-lantern that I've cut. Then I'm like, why? I want it to last. And then of course, inevitably, that's when it like fades real quick. All that to say that I'm just really impressed by the versatility of a pumpkin. And I want to be a pumpkin. I want to, I want to know that there are times where that I'm always going to be, that I can be that versatile. Where, sure, I mean, not every part of me is going to be needed for people all the time, and I get that. But the more I can be what people need, the better. And I just love the pumpkin for that. I love thinking about the pumpkin as like for the fall and what that means for the upcoming winter. Because in winter, of course, we all need to be a little more hardy, a little bit more versatile, because we are not always able to get out as much due to weather, inclement weather, snowy weather. And, we all just need to do our own form of hibernating. And I feel like a pumpkin would be a good thing to kind of hibernate with. Assuming, of course, that you have the means to, like, cook it. It's not very good raw. Blech, raw pumpkin. Oh, and I didn't even talk about some of the other ways in which we use pumpkin. The biggest way, the best way, pumpkin pie. Hello. I love me some pumpkin pie because, of course, that's what you put the pumpkin spices in. So anyway, I love the versatility of the pumpkin and just wanted to share that with you. If there's a way to use a pumpkin that I am not thinking about, oh my gosh, shout that out. What did I miss? What is another way that the pumpkin is so versatile? All right. So now I have no real rhyme or reason to the way in which I anticipate putting these stickers in this planner. That almost ripped. Ooh, so glad it didn't though. Sometimes I forget to be careful with like little things. And if I find an even smaller one, I might put that there, but otherwise, that kind of looks like what we've got there. We're going to put, think of that there. No other like small pumpkin. We'll see. Okay. Put those aside for now. I might want to put those coffee mugs here. We'll see with the colors not being precisely the same. So yeah, let me know what else you think you remember about the pumpkin, what else you can do with it. I also do have an affinity for the word pumpkin. I was just thinking about this because my mom calls me pumpkin as a term of endearment. I don't know why. It's just something she's always done. So how cute is that? So it's just her form of endearment. If anybody else uses that as a term of endearment, let me know. Because I really honestly do not know where she picked that up from. I just think it's adorable that she does it. And that I didn't even really think about that until just now. But yeah, so let me know. This like cute set of pumpkins. I'm trying to decide what the best way to put it down. I guess would be that way. I just don't want to put the big set of pumpkins always on that side. Because it all just becomes too similar if I do that, I feel. Cool. Oh, the clear stickers, they just have a mind of their own. They just adhere. They're like, we're going here. And they just like scooch down. But that's okay. It's not my favorite. But I just have learned not to fight it because fighting it never works. So yeah, I think I've actually like talked myself into loving the pumpkin even more just through this video. And some analogy to how I want to be a pumpkin. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that analogy yet, but I feel like there's something there. So I'm loving that. I did think about trying to create a spread where like it was just a really big, like I created a really big jack-o'-lantern on the page. I thought that might be really cute. But I just couldn't quite envision it and how I would do it. And so I decided to go a different route. That is not put back the same way, but it's okay. I think I'll be able to pull it back up later if I want to use it. These are like realistic and I kind of love them for that. And I'm really going to wish I could put it behind. I think these are actually from my mother, speaking of that. So I don't know where they are from exactly, because I think she bought them for me. She is for sure an enabler, which I love her for when it comes to, she's an enabler when it comes to me and stickers. She's made me stickers before. She has a Cricut or something like it. So sweet of her to have done that. Oh, look how cute these are, but they're not pumpkins. I'm only doing pumpkins on here. So I'm gonna use some of those. I have these happy little guys. I have this card. Sometimes I enjoy just kind of using a card as a placeholder. Particularly in this one, I like, even though there's like a tab, I like putting one for the month and one for the day. All right, I still have plenty of spaces to fill, but I have another set of pumpkins. These are paper pumpkins, but they're super cute. I wasn't sure if they were like clear or not. So that's why I said they were paper, and they are. So let's see. Sometimes I do want to like fill up the wrong space. I'm gonna allow myself to do that. I don't usually like fill this space because I usually have quite a bit to write. But I'm gonna go ahead, allow myself to do that. And then I might see if I could draw some like small pumpkins down here as like a to-do list, but we'll see. I'm never 100% convinced that I'm going to want to do that or love that. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's so cute. Maybe like this down here. Yes. Okay. I love when you can use up a whole page. Although in this case, somebody else used up most of it. This is what the page looked like. Oh, these are the clear version. That's really funny. Okay. So there's a bunch of flowers. Really pretty. Then I have this set. I pulled this because of the pumpkins and books, because we all know I love me some pumpkins and books. So I might pull that out. Those are cute books. So the books that are listed here: Hocus Pocus, The Haunted Mansion, Halloween Town, Beetlejuice, Twitches, Don't Look Under the Bed, Casper, Scream 2, Halloween Town 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Addams Family, and Mostly Ghostly. Those are really cute. Oh my God, look at the dog. The dog and the pumpkin. You know I need the dog and the pumpkin. The dog and the pumpkin are going to go up here. Oh, a dog and whatever. Always going to be what I gravitate towards. Then we have maybe more of this same cute set, but a different page of it. I wish this had more pumpkin on it, but this page is kind of full. So I think maybe I'm going to let those go. This cute set. This cute pumpkin, I should say. I don't know if I also want to put like some pumpkins, like smaller pumpkins, like around here, but hi. These are like jack-o'-lanterns. These are just cute and fun. Look at the cute little mouse. Okay, but I don't feel like that fits on this page. So let's see if it might fit on another. This somehow is not looking straight to me. Looks like I don't know, just not able to put it down. So let's see if I put it that way. Now it kind of looks like the puppy is going to fall out of the pumpkin. Ooh. I feel like it's getting stickier as I put it down. Is that even such a thing? Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm happy. But look at this cute little mouse. Okay, this cute little mouse and the pumpkin's going to go over here with this leaf. That is just too perfect. This is going to introduce like purple to this, and I don't want to do that. So I think that's going to be, well, let's see. Let's do that. I like that. Then we can put this one up here. But it's too big. Too big, too big. Of course, the only thing I have was like a bigger one. That's not gonna work. Now I'm just seeing if there's any other smaller pumpkins that I missed. These are all pretty big. These are all big, but pretty. All right. No, I want to leave those. Let me go back to that page just really quick. See if there's another pumpkin that I want to just put up here. I think I'm good. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to decide if I need more any place. If I want to put more up here that are more... He's just so cute. I just want to use him. Like, independent of whether or not he, like, fits or matches with anything. Now I just want to use him because he's so cute. But I'm really liking the elegance. I want this page to be elegant. And this one can be more fun. All right. That one's fine. That one's fun. Okay. That one's fun too. I think on this page, I'm going to go ahead and pull this pumpkin. Put him up here just to add a little bit more of this blue to the page. I was looking at those pumpkin spices. Like these could go on here, maybe over here. Let's just put this here. Just a bit fun that way. That works. This one I want to leave with this elegance, but let's just see if there's anything from that page here. Yeah, nope, there's nothing smaller to really put there other than those flowers. So we can put, let's see, at least on one of the pages. Fill that space. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like how that fills the page, in fact. This one all just feels like one cohesive spread. We've got Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just a little bit of fun. Thank you so much for being here. I highly encourage you to watch all the videos in the loop so you can see how the pumpkin is inspiring everyone else. Let me know if you thought about another use of the pumpkin that I left out, and I will see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye.